Litter and waste. Litter and waste cause sanitation havoc at public places. Public places such as railway stations, bus depots, airports, and hospitals generate a lot of waste which leads to diseases. To prevent the breaking up of diseases, certain measures are to be taken and awareness among people should be created.
As well, we all know how garbage and not disposing proper garbage can create a havoc at public places, right? When we go to railway stations, bus depots, when we go to especially, congested marketplaces and all, in case, most of the times the garbage is not disposed properly.
Can I?
Yeah, please to go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there's a green colored bin. The green colored bin is used to dump biodegradable waste.
Okay.
And the blue colored bin is used for segregating dry and recyclable leftovers. I got confused.
You said green. Then what did you say?
Yes, ma'am. And I told blue.
Okay.
Blue for segregating dry and recyclable waste.
Blue is segregated into dry and recyclable. Okay.
Ma'am.
Sanitation at public places, where a large number of people are using one area, such as a bus station or school, especially when they are eating food from the same source, there is a greater risk of the spread of diseases such as cholera, hepatitis A, typhoid, and other diarrhea diseases.
Correct. Remember the other day we had studied about different diseases that are being caused due to poor hygiene, due to poor hygiene condition or poor sanitation. So these diseases are normally found in, congested areas or places like schools where, large number of people are using maybe just 3 or 4 washrooms. It could also happen in malls, so many shops, so many visitors, shoppers, but just 3 or 5 washrooms. It could also happen in parks or restaurants, right? Where every day hundreds of people are visiting those 2 to 4 bathrooms only, right? Because nobody is wholly responsible of that. Nobody is using it properly and decently. Nobody is cleaning it properly. So there's a greater risk of spread of diseases. What kind of diseases? Cholera, hepatitis A, typhoid, and other diarrheal diseases. Diarrheal means loose motions, loosies, correct? So even bus stations, train terminals, airports, right? There are just limited number of washrooms. So we have to be very careful while using, washrooms at public places. The more you avoid, it's better.
Rules for sanitation at public places. There should be sufficient toilet facilities for the maximum number of people using the area during the day. There must be a hand washing basin with clean water and soap close to the toilet facilities. Refuse must be disposed of properly and not allowed to build up, as it will attract flies and vermin.
Correct. Vermin means insects and worms. Vermin means worms. Okay, vermin means worms. So basically, there has to be sufficient toilet facility. For example, a 5-storied mall cannot have just 2 washrooms. It has to have at least 5 to 6 washrooms in every floor. Every floor needs to have 5 to 6. So total it should have at least 25 to 30 washrooms, because the number of footfall or the number of visitors in that mall is very high. Right? So they need to have sufficient, or else there would be a huge queue outside. That's not right. That should not be allowed. Right? And after using the washroom, there has to be a hand wash basin, water and soap. These 3 things has to be there. If this is not there, then that toilet is non-functional, and that it is best to avoid the toilet. These 3 things have to be there whenever one visits a washroom, right? And the officials or the people of that place, maybe an office or a bus terminal or a railway station, must see to it that the waste is disposed properly. There is no build-up, right? There is no remain of the earlier one using it, and there are build-up. Otherwise, what will it do? It will attract flies, insects, and worms. So one cannot afford it. So these are the rules for sanitation at public places. First and foremost, you should avoid using it at public places. If at all you need to use it, you have to check on all these 3 points. Only if these 3 are available, then only use it.